Bubbly Steve is available for pre-order at shopclownfish.com. That's shopclownfish.com. You've got less than a month to pre-order this 15-inch plushie. Check them out. Hey guys, welcome back to Clownfish TV. This is Neon. I am here with Geeky Sparkles.
Hello.
And this shouldn't surprise anybody. Shang-Chi is projected to flop. Now, there was some discussion about Shang-Chi and the Legend of the Ten Rings possibly being pushed back or possibly being put onto Disney Plus Premier Access. However, Bob Chapek shot that down yesterday during the third quarter earnings call.
Right. Now, we already had some things get pushed back. Like Venom was pushed back.
Venom 2 got pushed back.
I think Spider-Man's going to get pushed back.
Yeah. I think Disney is setting this one up to fail, and they're going to blame the Delta variant.
No, he already said. So when he was talking about this, people asked him, like, why didn't you change it? Well, earlier he was brought up about Scarlett Johansson without actually bringing up Scarlett Johansson.
Yeah.
And he's like, well, choices were made, decisions were made. We look at the market, and we have to consider everybody and who else is going down the chain of the money chain and everything else. And he talked around it, and he said that's why they made their choices they made for those. But they have to make these choices months out. So he's already kind of blaming the pandemic or the pandemic coming back because he said we chose to go directly to theaters with these films like 3 months ago, and now we can't change it, kind of thing. He also said that they're using it as an experiment.
Yeah, it was going to be a data point. So they're basically going to feed Shang-Chi to the wolves, I guess. And probably they figured it was game over for this movie when, China hasn't settled on a date yet. There's been backlash in China over this movie.
Nobody cares about this movie, for the most part.
Nobody cares.
You got a few people, but most people are like, I don't care. Who the hell's Shang-Chi?
That's exactly it. We've gotten to the bottom of the Marvel barrel at this point. And when you've got more interesting projects coming to Disney Plus on TV, like Moon Knight, that people are actually legitimately excited about. And you've got better known characters. Moon Knight is not a well-known Marvel character, but Moon Knight was always more popular than Shang-Chi.
Well, and then you got the Eternals, and they're still doing that in November. And that's another one. I think they're just cutting their losses and just throwing it out there at this point. Even though I still would not put it past them after all the publicity and backlash they're getting to suddenly say, oh, you know what? We're going to do Disney Plus too.
Yeah.
I wouldn't be surprised if they backpedal on that.
So we'll see. We'll see what happens. So we're going to talk about that before we get into it any further. Please subscribe for more pop culture news, views, and rants, guys. Over 230,000 subs.
Yeah, and happy Friday the 13th.
Happy Friday the 13th, everybody. Don't go outside. No. So we do talk about Disney, talk about Marvel, talk about comics, animation, a lot about animation and comics. Whatever interests us that day. We've been following the Shang-Chi saga, and we just did a video a couple days ago talking about a rumor, not our rumor, but a rumor circulating that Disney would, possibly consider pushing Shang-Chi back because of the resurgence in COVID, because of Delta, or putting it on Disney Plus Premier Access 2. With all the stuff going on with Scarlett Johansson, they might not even want to.
No, I guess why they're not. Because,
they might not want to go there.
Who knows if this guy's going to jump on and sue him too.
But it's not looking good that they're just going to go into theaters at this point. It's projected to only make 35 to 55 million opening weekend.
Wow.
Most estimates are hovering around the 35 million. 55 is the ceiling. Now, to put that in perspective, Black Widow, I think 75 or 80 was the low end, but they expected closer to like 110. That didn't happen. Now, Black Widow's...
Oh, it did if you count Disney Plus that no one can verify.
Right, but we're not going to have that. So this is going to open closer to, maybe a little bit better than Suicide Squad, which only did like 26 million. But Suicide Squad was also on HBO Max.
Yes, plus Suicide Squad already had a movie before it, and people already knew the characters and were excited about it. Shang-Chi, again, it's like people were like, who? Who the flip is this?
And that is the biggest problem, is that you look at phase 4 of the MCU, and outside of the Avengers, they keep trying to launch these new characters, but they are scraping the bottom of the barrel for characters at this point. We've already blown through the Avengers that everybody cared about. Spider-Man is kind of tied up with Sony. Fantastic Four is coming eventually. X-Men are coming eventually. So we're left with not even the D-list Marvel characters. Like we're talking freaking F minus.
Well, other characters like Ms. Marvel and Ironheart, Riri Williams, and that they're gonna do them on Disney Plus. So when they have the movie, the people already kind of you like that do them, huh? When they have the movie,
That's Disney X Plus, Disney 18 Plus.
When they have the movies like come out for the theaters, people are going to have some idea of who the hell they are. Well, they didn't do that with Shang-Chi.
Yeah, like if you had introduced this character in one of the other shows, maybe people would care. But yeah, they don't care. 35 to 55 is optimistic. This is according to Murphy's Multiverse. They're saying 35 to 55 million. Not good. Again, Black Widow did, $80 million, and they were kind of disappointed in that. And then another 60 million supposedly on Disney Plus. They said it would open below Ant-Man, the first Ant-Man movie.
Oh, that's not good.
And the Incredible Hulk.
Oh, that's really not good.
I'm telling you, people are done. Marvel as a must-see movie franchise, it's over. Endgame was the end of it. People are more excited about the Disney Plus shows than they are about the theatrical releases.
I think they're interested in Doctor Strange and the Spider-Man. You're going to get somebody, you're going to come on that. Those two I think you're going to get on. But the other ones, they don't know. People don't care. Eternals. I think Eternals is going to be worse than Shang-Chi.
Yeah, I agree. I think Eternals, there's like zero buzz for Eternals.
At least with Shang-Chi, you had like the Mandarin, even though they made a joke of it in Iron Man, you kind of had a background for it.
Yeah.
So at least you have something going on. They've really been pushing it because, the Shang-Chi. They have not been pushing Eternals hardly at all. And it comes out in November. And if they're thinking the box office is going to tank right now because of COVID, what's it going to do come November?
Yeah, now, it wasn't that long ago, just a couple of months ago, that the media was saying, hey, Shang-Chi is going to be just like the Black Panther. It's going to do Black Panther numbers.
Again, Black Panther was also put in an Avengers movie before they did the Black Panther film. So people knew.
Yeah, Black Panther was always
a more popular character.
Yes,
exactly.
He's always been a core Avenger. So, again, we're like, who the hell is this? I read a lot of Marvel comics in the 80s and 90s, and I had heard of Shang-Chi, but I can tell you I never once bought a Shang-Chi comic book.
I never bought any because I didn't really read comics.
I knew Iron Fist, I knew Luke Cage, I knew some other of the street level martial arts Marvel characters, but Shang-Chi, I was drawn to black. I was like, Shang-Chi sounds vaguely familiar. Vaguely familiar, but they were trying to, I love how this happens. So when they announce the movie and they try to get people excited for it, all of a sudden here come all these new comic book series, and then everybody's talking, Shang-Chi's the next big thing, everybody, Shang-Chi.
Well, they're trying to fake it till they make it. Yeah. If we say it enough, people will buy it. That worked so well for Captain Marvel. And Carol Danvers, didn't it? How many times did you cancel that book? Didn't they cancel Ms. Marvel a few times too?
Ms. Marvel's been canceled multiple times.
It worked so well doing that.
Ms. Marvel, actually, at first, I think she did okay. And I read the first trade paperback. It was actually pretty good. I like the art. But it got increasingly, political as time. I dipped out after the first trade paperback. But when it first started, I think there was some legit buzz around her. And then now people are just annoyed. And they tried to make her, the main character of the Square Enix Marvel game, and it didn't go over well. They tried to make her a Spider-Man stand-in. If they had their way, she would be the Spider-Man of, and they're trying to be like, oh, it's the Marvel universe, so Ms. Marvel, Captain Marvel, everything, but we can't.
The Marvels.
The Marvels. That's why it's the Marvel universe. I'm waiting for oh my God, you know what they're gonna do? Somebody is going to say, because they've got the multiverse now, they're gonna be like, it's the Marvel universe because of the Marvels.
Oh, that's exactly what they're trying to do. There's no question.
That's why it's all called Marvel, everybody. It's because of Captain Marvel and Ms. Marvel and Marvel this and Marvel that and everything but Marvel Man.
Even though they all kind of came after the fact, but Yeah,
that's what they're going to do. So it was projected to be this big thing. Disney is probably going to blame the pandemic.
Oh, 100%.
Blame the Delta variant.
But I like to blame it for things, but then also do the opposite when it comes to theme parks.
Yeah, so if you listen to Bob Chapek again yesterday and the CFO, Christine McCarthy.
McCarthy, yeah.
Yeah, they basically said, we're going to shove as many people into the theme parks as we possibly can.
She said, we're going to keep increasing capacity, aggressively increasing capacity, but we're going to try to make sure it's safe too. Like, okay.
Yeah.
As it is right now, guys. Right now. It's insane there are people who are on top of each other, at the park sometimes. I know that I was in the Ray Creole's live stream she did the other night when she was actually at Magic Kingdom. And she took a picture, like, they panned the camera behind her, and it was effing insane. Now, granted, that was the fireworks, and everybody kind of lines up for that. But the crowds are already kind of getting bad, and now they're going to shove more people in?
Yeah, so they're going to be, I mean, this is
what about the Delta variant then?
Exactly. That's what we're talking about, and they want to use we talked about in another video, they want to use the pandemic.
Oh, we can't go to that convention? With the Association of Theater owners who are pissed at them
because of the Delta variant.
They can't. Their executives can't go.
We can't pay Scarlett Johansson what her contract stated she should get because of the pandemic, and she's being greedy.
But we can shove more people into Disney World.
We can shove as many people into Disney World as possible.
October 1st is going to be absolutely insane.
Oh God, yeah, 50th anniversary. So they're going to blame Delta. They're going to. It couldn't possibly be that nobody gives a shit about this movie.
Yeah, I think it's more because no one gives a shit about the movie.
So Chapek said, yeah, they're going to go ahead and release it. They said it's a 45-day window. It's going to be theatrical. You said before about it being a data point for them.
Yeah, he said that. He said, we're looking at it as a data point. They're doing this new experiment where they're going to have 45 windows of theatrical before they can put it onto their streaming. So now whether they do that and then turn around and put it on streaming and charge you, and now that's what I'm waiting to see. If they put it on streaming, are they going to put it on streaming and be like, okay, everybody who has Disney Plus gets access to this? Or are they going to put it on streaming and be like, oh, if you want to watch it on Disney Plus because it's only been 45 days since it's a release, premiere access.
Yeah.
But you only have to pay like $20 or something. We don't know that yet.
Half price.
Yeah, 45 days theatrical before they take it to streaming with this. And that was going to be an interesting experiment, and they can't wait to see what data points they get. That's what he said.
Yeah, there's no Chinese release in sight, but they're bringing Luca to China. This movie was another one that was probably designed to appeal to Chinese audiences. It's not resonating with them.
They just make good movies and they'll probably like it.
Yeah, and so they're just going to have to chalk it up to a loss. I mean, they're going to have to take the L on this one. I think they know it. They know this one and the Eternals are going to be flops. I think they're banking on.
But I hear the L. I don't think loss. Anyway, they usually meant something else. But okay.
So I'm trying to think what else they have coming. They've got Doctor Strange 2. We've got Spider-Man, which is a Sony thing.
That's the one everybody's wanting, but we don't know what's going on with that yet.
And that's more, again, though, that's more Sony than...
That is more Sony, yeah.
Yeah, and people are looking forward to seeing all the Sony Spider-Man villains and the other Spider-Man rumored to come back. And then we've got...
Venom was supposed to be really popular, Venom 2, and they pushed that back already.
Yeah, and that's Sony. And,
again, Sony.
Yeah.
Then they pushed out, is it Morbius or whatever?
I think Morbius got pushed back
that got pushed back too. And now... but the only ones I know of is the Shang-Chi and Eternals are still on the slate.
Yeah, Disney knows these are going to be flops. I mean, the lack of buzz is like palpable. Like you can feel like nobody cares about these movies.
No, you don't feel it. That's the point. There's no buzz.
No buzz.
You want buzz. That's how you feel it.
Everybody's been talking about how you were talking about, you had it on Twitter weeks ago that the toys were already on clearance.
We were buying toys for kids in need, and we saw the Legos and stuff were on clearance, and then we saw the figures were on clearance.
Yeah, and this is Marvel's Katie. I think it's Awkwafina's character. Is that Awkwafina's character?
That's what her name is, Marvel's Katie?
No, that's not actually Marvel's Katie. I want them to call her Marvel's Katie in the movie.
That'd be funny.
But yeah, she's on clearance. These are clog-in shells. Nobody knows who these characters are. It just looks like another martial arts movie. It doesn't look like a Marvel movie. There's nothing about this movie that looks Marvel to me. I mean, other than they had Abomination in it, and that's about it.
I mean, I would see it if it was like, on Disney Plus or something.
Yeah.
I'm not going to theaters. I mean, I'm just not. It's not something I go, because for us, it's not like we can go to theater, it's like 5 minutes away. For us to go to theater, it's like half an hour away. It's not worth it to me to go half an hour away to go see this movie. Don't care.
Oh, this won't be in the Dollar Theater within a week.
Well, if it comes to the local theater,
yeah,
because we have a local theater, then if it comes to the theater here, I would go to the one that actually is like 5 minutes away. I would go that.
Yeah, well, Snake Eyes is coming, so
yeah, we have this weekend. We should have gone.
Yeah, we should go see Snake Eyes.
But I don't want to give him my money.
I don't want to either.
Anyway.
Yeah. So anyway, they're expecting it to perform slightly better than Suicide Squad. Difference with Suicide Squad, which did 26.5 million, was it was also on HBO Max.
That's what I'm saying. People knew, but it was on HBO Max and people knew what it was.
Yeah, everybody's talking about Moon Knight.
I know they are. If you go out to the blogs, they're like tons of articles about Moon Knight. They're all excited because it's Ethan Hawke and Oscar Isaac. Yeah, they're all talking about that and they're all excited about that, but they're not talking about Shang-Chi much other than to say, hey, it's gonna not do well.
Yeah.
We've been saying it. We were saying it first.
And it's not the only one. The Eternals. Everybody's been talking about this.
Been saying that too.
Yeah, it's just not. Nobody's excited about this.
No one cares.
Nobody cares. I think, for theatrical releases, I think for the most part, people were done. A lot of people were done with Endgame. And again, it just seems like there's better Marvel and better Star Wars on Disney Plus than there is in the movie theater right now. So
or you can just go watch the other movies that were better. And anyway.
You could do that too. They're much, much better because I don't think Marvel movies are ever going to be that good again.
No.
Ever. It's over.
No, they're going to spend all their time making stuff for Disney Plus anyway.
Yeah, we're moving into the Marvel 2015 era of movies. We've already burned through the best years of Marvel.
The MFU, if you will.
The MFU.
The MFU.
Yeah, so we're going to wrap it up?
Yes.
All right, so please subscribe for more pop culture news, views, and rants, guys. We'll talk later.
Bye.